Don't ever feel like that.
I can tell you something like I was with my boyfriend, like
Yes.
we just broke, and before I felt many times lonely. I bought myself flowers because I was living alone. But now since we broke, I feel very
Better.
happy.
What kind of boyfriend is that? No, sometimes it's not
Yeah.
because of him, honey. Yeah, I
Oh, it's
understand
not
you.
because of okay.
I understand
I thought
you.
it's because of him.
No. It's because of him, but it's not because of him. Yeah. The thing is like this. When you're alone, you organize your life. You arrange your space. And you know what time you want to do what, or you don't want to do what, or you don't care whenever you do what. Yes? But when you're together with somebody, you have to arrange it with him or with her, you see? And then normally, because you're boyfriend and girlfriend, you expect a lot of affection and help and cuddling and attention. And when you don't get that, then you feel bad. You feel lonely.
True. Yes.
But if you're alone, then you know nobody here. Well, is somebody here to hug me? No, nobody. Yeah, I hug myself then. See what I mean? Then you don't expect. The expectation is what hurts. Because the two person cannot read each other's mind. Sometimes he's tired, he worked long hours, or he been fed up with the tax office or whatever, and then he come home and you expect a hug, and he just couldn't do it at that time, and you think he don't like you. You think maybe today he saw somebody prettier or something. You know how the mind just trick you all the time. You see what I mean? He could be the best husband in the whole world, but he's just a human and he has a body, and sometimes his body is tired and he has emotion, and sometimes his emotion doesn't match with your emotion at that particularly moment when you need it most. But he couldn't read your mind that you really need it today. Okay?
But he should feel, you know.
No, he can't. He feel okay, maybe, but he has so many other things to feel, and it's overcrowded him, and he couldn't pick out which one. Okay, he couldn't pick out which one is more important, or maybe he feels for you, but then in a flash, and then the tax money coming, and the lousy customer today, or the bad colleagues, or anything else, it just come flooding in and kill immediately the feeling that he just intuitively feel for you. You see what I mean? It kills it. So if you want him to know, just tell him, all right, today I really need you a lot. If you don't, not really very busy with every urgent thing, please let's go out, have a coffee, or hug each other, or cuddle on bed for a while. Yeah, just tell him, okay? Or tell her, whoever. Tell. Because you cannot read each other's mind. That is the problem. That's why we have this body. It stops everything. It protects you from other people's bad projection, and it protects you from not knowing. Sometimes he think anything bad protects you not to be hurt by his maybe feeling for the next girl or something in a moment or two, you know. But it also stop you or stop him from knowing each other's feeling. You know, the door stop the wind, but also stop the fresh air as well. Do you understand that?
Sure.
So if you want him to do something, tell him. Especially emotional part. Men, they're not very good at that.
But I kept telling and didn't change.
At that moment only.
No, okay.
Every day is different. You tell him today, but tomorrow at 3 o'clock you feel bad. Today you feel bad at 7 o'clock. He couldn't guess it. He forgot also, honey. He forgot. Because he also busy. Okay? And men are not so emotionally so very sensitive like women. That is the problem. That's why they have muscle. And they have other things, and we have other things. So we complement each other. I'm just telling you, but by me also. Just don't ask me. I do exactly the same. I expect him to read my mind. Yeah, I will. I would. Yes. Because when we are in this emotionally upsetting state, we cannot think like what I'm saying right now, okay? So if you love him, then forgive him and start it again. And you have to expect that sometimes he forget. And you have to expect that sometimes he physically or emotionally not fit. You know, emotion also sometimes gets sick. Just like physical body, we get sick sometimes, get tired. The emotional sometimes get worn out also, not because of you, but because of outside factor. Like working lousy with a colleague, so today customer complained too much, or some goods he ordered did not arrive, and he's stuck with no food to serve people, and people with waiting, and he don't do his best. Anything happen, and then he's like ruined inside when he comes home. Okay? Same with you. You have days when you feel top of the world. Some days you really need his arm to run back into. But sometimes that time the arm's not there. That is a problem. The arm's somewhere else because his mind's somewhere else. Not because he doesn't love you. Believe me. Believe me. Men are mostly very, very emotionally faithful. And they do really, really respect their girlfriend or wife. Unless some extreme case, they would never want to leave. Do you understand me? It's just sometimes we be together too long already. We take each other also for granted. That's another thing. Another thing, because in this world, so many things crowded our heart, our mind. And then we forget the priority, that family comes first. Family is where you take refuge in. So you must make an effort to keep that family tight so that you can come home and feel peace there and feel love there. Otherwise, everywhere is ruined. If you bring your work home in your mind, then you ruin your house also, and then you have nowhere to go. Understand? Even if you have a house, but you won't have a home. You have a girl, but you don't have a friend. So remember what is priority, and forgive each other and start again.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.